Hi everyone, Sean here with the Villains Gaming. Today, I'm going to be discussing the most recent Valheim patch, 0.148.6, that went live today, and give my thoughts on some of the changes. I'd like to preface this by saying I'm not a game developer or programmer, so I won't be able to go into all the ins and outs on the technical side of what this patch does. I'm simply laying out the facts provided and giving my opinion on them as someone who loves this game. So without further ado, let's get into the patch note. First off, the devs mentioned that they have been waiting on a Steam socket update to go live before dropping this patch. They also make a note to ensure that you update your server as well as Steam and Valheim itself. The first big change is that campfires, bonfires, and hearths now take damage when they deal damage. I assume this was implemented to prevent people from creating hyper-efficient mob farms. This has a huge impact on normal campfires as they break after only about 10 ticks of damage. Hearths, however, in my testing, have significantly more HP, so while they would need regular repairs, it is still possible to have an operational mob farm. They've also increased the inventory space of reinforced chests. Now all boss drops can float on water. Sunken crypt entrances have been tweaked so tombstones don't get stuck. They fixed the rotation of wood tower shields on item stands. Increased the drop rate for Deathsquito and Drake trophies. Fixed HP on 1 and 2 star creatures, and now wolves that spawn at night should be easier to tame. And the abyssal harpoon now does not work on bosses. The next big change is that the in-game console command has been disabled by default, so now if you want to enter developer or debug mode, you just have to jump through a couple more hoops in order to do so. They also note an improved enemy projectile reaction system, tweaks to the battle axe that allows it to hit multiple enemies easier, reducing the knockback of your player based on the gear that you're wearing, so heavier gear will reduce the knockback that you receive. Tweaks to the stone towers in the Black Forest. I assume this is more along the lines of the ladders glitching into the wall, making it hard to climb up, and also ward system fixes. They've also implemented a comfort calculation fix. This seems to have fixed the bug where certain comfort items would override others, thus resulting in a lower comfort level than you would have expected based on the item's individual values. They've implemented a fix to resolve the failed to connect error message. It seems like you're able to stack serpent trophies now. They've found a fix for missing motor spawn locations in some worlds and give a brief description on how to go about generating those motor spawns in. They fixed a Megingjord item collider issue. They've also added a slight use delay to the hammer, hoe, and cultivator. This change is a bit annoying, especially for repairing and planting crops. The delay is slight, like they say, and I assume the goal is to help reduce lag, but this does just add an extra bit of time to completing some of the game's more tedious tasks. They've also implemented better network bandwidth handling, fixed some dolmen locations, fixed removing item from item stand not always syncing the item stats properly. The server list refresh button can now be pressed before the entire list has been downloaded. They've implemented better bad connection detection, fixed an issue causing the server to send more data the longer the client was connected to the server, as well as localization updates. All in all, this seems like a pretty solid list of updates for a small patch. I'm happy to see that they have attempted to make improvements across the board when it comes to bugs, connection or lag, and gameplay mechanics. From my brief time playing so far, I do seem to be getting slightly better frame rates when I'm around my larger builds, so hopefully this is actually true and not just happenstance. But that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my take on today's patch notes. If you did, consider liking the video and subscribing for more content like this in the future. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.